Hey everybody, we're back. This is review problems for test 2 in Math 172. We are currently on problem number 7. So problem 7 says use the sum and difference formulas to evaluate the tangent of 7 pi over 12. Okay, so the first thing we've got to do is figure out how we can use our reference angles to construct 7 pi over 12. Well, we've got a couple of options. We could say that that is 7 pi over 12. Could be 4 pi over 12 plus 3 pi over 12. We could also say that it's 9 pi over 12 minus 2 pi over 12. Okay, so this is our sum. This is pi over 3 plus pi over 4. And then our difference would be 3 pi over 4 minus pi over 6. All right, so this is our sum. And this is our difference. They should give us the same answer. So let's evaluate the sum first. So we're going to take these two, and we're going to use the sum for tangent. So the tangent of pi over 3 plus pi over 4 is equal to the tangent of pi over 3 plus the tangent of pi over 4 divided by 1 minus the product, tangent pi over 3 times tangent pi over 4. Now we use our unit circle, and the tangent of pi over 3 is the square root of 3, and the tangent of pi over 4 is 1 over 1 minus the square root of 3 times 1. So that's our answer. The square root of 3 plus 1 over 1 minus the square root of 3. And this is what we got from the sum formula. So just for giggles, we're going to do the difference formula as well. So the difference formula says the tangent of 3 pi over 4 minus pi over 6 equals the tangent of 3 pi over 4 minus the tangent of pi over 6 all over 1 plus the tangent of 3 pi over 4 times the tangent of pi over 6. All right, now using our unit circle, that gives us negative 1 minus 1 over root 3 over 1 plus negative 1 times 1 over root 3. Oh, golly bum, what a mess. So the first thing I'm going to do is multiply top and bottom by the root 3, just to make it reasonable. So that gets us to the square root of 3 negative square root of 3 minus 1 over the square root of 3 minus 1. Whew, those don't look the same. So then we're going to multiply top and bottom by negative 1. So this becomes the square root of 3 plus 1 over negative square root of 3 plus 1. Oh, it's the same. So that's square root of 3 plus 1 over 1 minus the square root of 3. Okay, so we got there. It took a little bit longer, honestly, but this is the difference formula. So they gave us the same answer. So this is problem 7. The hardest part of this problem, honestly, is coming up with how to find the sums and differences. But just keep plugging away. Remember, pi over 3 can be written as 4 pi over 12, and pi over 4 can be written as 3 pi over 12. So use your common denominator skills, and you're going to be fine. All right, thanks a bunch.